Stephanie. How are you doing, sweetie? You're even here before Lothar Johnson. All right, I do, however, have two other people right before you, so I'll be with you in just a few moments, okay, my beautiful Stephanie? But I'll get things going right away. So just one second. We're gonna start this off with Ajat, then we're gonna go and see Mimi, and we're gonna come and see Stephanie. So I'm just gonna put a timestamp. I'm gonna get things going. I'm guessing that Lilith and Juanson shall be here soon. So we're going to put I don't have any time anymore. Oh no, here it is. At 1:12. Hi Juanson. How are you doing, sweetie? They switched up the live interface. It changed. Everything is different. I know. I don't have any time anymore onto it, or I kind of do, but it's so hidden. Anywho, I found it. So I'm going to start this off, my dear Juanson. Don't know if Lilith is going to be joining us. Didn't receive any emails, but usually she's here quite early. So let's start this off with Ajat. I do have a timestamp. Then I'm going to go and see Mimi and Stephanie. So Ajat, sweetie, you always have very cute, sweet little questions. Let's go and see. All right. Hi, Elaine. How are you doing? So let me just go and see over here. So happy Friday to everybody. I hope you had a lovely day. Oh, I went to see Zootopia is what it is, right? Yeah, the second one. It was good. It was good. Yeah, I liked it. Anywho, let me know if anybody goes to see it at some point in time. I thought it was cute. I would definitely not, put it into the best, animation of the year like they say, but it was good. All right, so Ajat, what's going on with this? I actually feel like we're going to be surprised. So I will say surprised about the gifts altogether. Oh, well, all right. Thank you then, Juanson. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to say she's definitely going to be, she's going to be surprised, my beautiful. I feel like it's a little bit what she's expecting, though, into a way. Now, the surprise that I'm seeing is not necessarily, like, I'm going to put you into the neutral zone, all right? I don't want to say, good night, my beautiful Elaine. I don't want to say that she's not happy with the gifts. I feel as though she's surprised. I feel like it's weird because there's an element, I don't know, there's more than one gift. I have an element of I'm surprised, and I also have an element of, but I was kind of expecting this. So is it like two different gifts, or I'm getting those two elements, if that makes any sense to you? That being said, I feel like she's going to be a little bit, in a way, unprepared for something coming on through into the gifts. Basically, my love, I'm going to put you into a neutral zone. I'm not going to say we're super happy. I'm not going to say we're disappointed. We're somewhere into the in-between, which is really weird. I'm getting like strange vibes. I feel like she's not necessarily going to say a lot about her gifts neither. I feel like she's going to keep a lot of it within. So a lot of emotions, a lot of everything is going within. She's not discussing it. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Why do I feel like she feels that something might be unfair also? I don't know. It could be in comparison to other people's gifts. There's something she feels is unfair. I don't know if it's an amount of money or if it's the gift or... Sweetie, it's weird. It's a really weird reading. If you want to write me an email, let me know if any of this is making sense, because it feels like it's really chaotic. It just feels like there's no real yes, there's no real no. There's a neutral zone with a little bit of I'm surprised, but a little bit of this is pretty much what I expected. Not really saying all that much, but not being disappointed. And keeping a lot within. And then there's the injustice that isn't there, like something is unfair. It's kind of strange. Any hoot. You didn't have any other questions, so I'm going to say that's what I got for you, my love. Please send me an email or let me know what the heck that is all about. Yeah, I'm very curious. Does that make any sense whatsoever? It's like all over the place. Let me know, sweetie, or if there's anything else I can do for you because it was your only question. I'm sending you much love, sweetie. Mimi is going to be on up next. Mimi's going to be at 6 minutes, and Stephanie, you're going to be right on up right after. So just 1 second. All right. So Mimi. Love Shine, if you're around, you can post your questions. You're going to be after Stephanie, sweetie. So Mimi, let's go see. Let's go and see this. I know you're exhausted. I know. I know. All right, this is what I'm going to say for you. Okay, my love? I feel as though at this moment we're a little bit into a place where you're feeling exhausted, and it makes sense. You're carrying a lot of emotional weight from the environment around you. I feel like starting Monday, going on forward, the energy does look like it's tense, but it's not a repeat of the last cycle. Like you're moving into a phase where you become more detached, less affected, and basically I'm going to say more into your power. So you still see, I'm going to say, chaos around you, but you won't be absorbing it into the same way. Now, about the queens, you're right. MT is a little bit onto that edge and a little bit projecting. I do feel as though she's stressed. I do feel like she's insecure, and I do feel like she's trying to kind of validate herself, and she does that by like nitpicking on other people. I'm going to say, as for the general population of the people that you work with, therefore the seniors, I do feel like they're kind of tired of her also. I feel like they feel a little bit drained by her energy, but they don't speak up about it. So she's not aware of how she actually impacts people, because in her mind, she thinks that she's helpful or that she's nice. So it's not your imagination, and well, it's not your fault in any kind of a way. Now, what you need to remember is it's not you. You're not the problem into this. All right? It's very important. Now, you keep getting placed a little bit into different type of environments because you're somebody who sees the truth. You're intuitive, you're grounded, and you do things really quite properly. Now, people who are insecure or messy, they tend to get a little bit uncomfortable around somebody who's like that. So you're not meant to spend your whole life working under people like that. This is somewhat of a temporary cycle. It's not your destiny, and I do feel like the universe is trying to push you to recognize what exactly it is that you deserve. And I feel like you're already shifting out of this phase emotionally. I feel like you've been shifting out of it for quite some time. And that's why nothing really feels all that much satisfying where you're at anymore. So I'm going to say, as for your cough and the exhaustion, that's really just your body saying to you, you need rest, you need peace, you need to stop carrying all those battles that are simply not yours. So I'm going to say the only genuine bright spot right now, I'm going to say, are the boys. I feel as though you need to hold on to that. I feel like you need to hold on to that beautiful vibe, to that beautiful energy, because that's the kind of energy that you need into your future. That's the kind that is not going to drain you. That is the kind that will feed you, that will make you feel better. That's the one that will bring you that ultimate happiness. So, sweetie, that's what you've got to work on too. And I am going to give you a universe message. Hold on. And then I'm going to come and see you, my beautiful Stephanie. Mimi, rest this weekend. My love, rest. The universe is guiding you into a chapter where your peace is going to become your greatest power. And what once drained you is no longer going to have access to your energy because you're rising into that higher alignment. So trust the timing. Everything that you've released is going to be creating that space for something that is better for you to enter into, my love. Hey, Love Shine, sweetie. You can post your questions, and thank you for your donations, sweetie pie. Stephanie, you are next, and Stephanie, you are at, we're going to put you at 6:30. 6:30? No, that's weird. Yeah. How are you doing, Love Shine? Oh, that is very weird. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these timestamps. And something seems off. Yet I see 6. I'm going to put you at 7. I don't know why it's giving me that. And I'm going to put Mimi at, like, I'll say 4 minutes. All right. So here we go for Stephanie. Current feelings and intentions. Why did he go as far to meet? Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's the first question. And the follow-up question is, has he been spying? Okay. Let's go see. So Love Shine is going to be on up next. All right. So here we go. It is very, very, very cold where I'm at today. It's, without the wind, it's -17. Like, it's really cold. Tomorrow apparently is 11 degrees warmer, so like -5. Oh, that would seem breezy. All right, so what do we have? Good for you, Love Shine. Good for you. Self-care is always good. Alrighty, so current feelings and intentions. We have a lot of feeling overwhelmed. You can see him here. Look, he's with our King of Swords, thinking so highly and so strong and so powerful, like he knows what he wants. Much abundance, much desire over here, but at the same time not knowing what to do with our Empress, which is you. So he's feeling overwhelmed by his thoughts, by the emotions, by the connection. His energy shows someone who cared more deeply than he actually expected that he would. And when the connection kind of started feeling like it was real, if you will, it triggered his fears and his insecurities. So it wasn't him acting from a lack of feelings. It's not that he didn't care. He's acting more from an emotional avoidance. And that's why when you say, why did he meet, your mom and family and then kind of walk away? because he did mean it into that moment, and meeting your family was a genuine step, not a game. But afterward, the reality of it just kind of came on through a little bit deeper. Like, this is a deeper type of commitment. This is more responsibility, and that kind of hit him hard. So instead of communicating, well, what he decided was, I'm going to, I'm just going to a little bit kind of back off. That's what he did. Instead of being quite truthful to our queen, he decided to kind of let go with our King of Pentacles. I'm letting go of this abundance. I'm letting go of everything that is here. I don't feel like I can handle this. So he was afraid. He was afraid of the deeper commitment. He was afraid of the responsibility. So instead of communicating, he panicked, he withdrew, and that's the pattern that you have. And that's the pattern that he's been dealing with for quite some time, of always feeling too vulnerable, and feeling like he's unprepared to actually match your level of commitment. Not easy. Not easy to be into a place where you are feeling overwhelmed with your feelings and your emotions, yet feeling like you're stuck into turmoil that you cannot necessarily let go, that you cannot necessarily talk about it. But I mean, does he put you up onto a pedestal? He definitely does. Does he often think about, collaborating and talking and trying to make something make sense? Yeah, he often does too. So we're still holding on, my love. We're still holding on, but we're still into a place of non-movement. Main reason for the parents is he was truly meaning it when he did meet. He was going on forward onto the path with the abundance and the responsibility, but everything just kind of came a little bit crashing on down. Everything's a little bit too quick. That's what happened. As for the TikTok, is Jay spying on your IG or TikTok? I do have him over here. I'm not going to say, I don't want to say spying, however. Like, I don't want to go too far off with the terminology. I'm going to say he checks your social media from time to time. I feel like he's not watching everything, but he's just kind of a little bit keeping an eye on to you quietly. I feel like he's curious about what you're doing or who you're with. So he's not fully gone. He's still kind of there, and he's still kind of watching from a distance because, well, he still feels like he is actually quite connected. And that's what I have, my beautiful love. Hey, sweetie pie. Enjoy the party. Enjoy, sweetie. Have fun. Yes, he's still holding on to the love that he has for you. He's still holding on to the attachment that he has for you. The problem is he's afraid of not being able to give to you what you need and what you want. And that makes him afraid. And he doesn't want to go back into the same type of pattern. So until he feels that he can be available to you into that kind of way, then he is going to remain, I'm going to say, kind of silent or a little bit into his own energy. So, or unless at some point in time he just figures, oh my God, I can't do this no more. I really need things to move on forward. I need to change things. So we're really just waiting for him to do somewhat of some type of an activity like that. I do not see it at this moment, so I don't want to say he's going to be doing it in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't want you to be disappointed in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't see him doing the movement, but I know that there is a possibility because the desire, the love, the thinking is still there. We're still watching. We're still feeling disappointed, but he's still living with all that turmoil within, and that turmoil is the nerve of the problem. Yeah. Hi, Diane, sweetie. Sending you much love, my beautiful Stephanie. We're going to put Love Shine over here at 10:30. 10:30 is what it's going to be. And voila. All right. Okie, hold on. And here we go. So, wife with M, sun up until sleep. All right. So, this is what I'm going to say for you. All right. With the wife, I'm going to say things are okay. They're going quickly. Things are, you know, the energy is moving on fast. I don't see ultimate happiness, but I feel like everything is moving the way that it should. Financially speaking, I'm going to say things are somewhat stable within them. And I'm going to say he's still acting into the same way that he usually does. So there's nothing extra lovey-dovey. There's no great frustration. It's life as it is every day that kind of goes on by. So no extra love, no extra fluff, no nothing of the such. Just an ordinary day. Things going quite fine. No lovey-doveyness, but no frustrations. Yeah, neutrality. Neutrality is good for them. Neutrality is good. About you, with you. You said wife with M. You want to know the wife with M? The wife with M is wanting to continue onto the path, but is wanting to have things change a little bit. She kind of feels like they're a little bit more friends than anything else. So she is wishing for more openness, more talking. I feel like she's looking for more closeness. So that's the wife towards M. Now, M with wife, I told you, is a certain neutrality, nothing really changing. It is what it is within the cycles. With you, let's go see with you. How are we feeling? Knight of Cups, nice. See, neutrality with a wife. With you, Knight of Cups, thinking about, you know, the way that you guys are, thinking about what he can offer you. But we do also have our Four of Cups, meaning that he's moving on forward into a way where he can't give you everything that he would like to because of the situation that he is into, therefore being into a relationship with somebody else and everything of the such. So I'm going to say there's love. He would like to give you more love, but he can't at the moment. So I'm going to say he's happy with you. How will things be with M and his wife Saturday and Sunday? With wife, Saturday and Sunday. I get our Ace of Swords, new ideas, new thoughts, not too much sharing, but putting work into the relationship, or putting effort into the connection. So I will say good. I don't see lovey-dovey again. There's nothing lovey-dovey. There's no love. There's no big declarations, but we are trying to kind of mend and try to make things go into a positive kind of a way. M's thoughts of Amy. M's thoughts on Amy. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Again, wanting to offer more towards you and his thoughts towards you, wanting to have more collaboration. This is one of wanting movement, but it's also one of wanting socks and passion and everything that would be erotica that could go along with it. So I'm going to say a mix of all of that with you. And I'm going to switch it up because it's good to get a different perspective. Let's go with the tarot. What does he want to say to you? Juanson, I'm going to come and see you after, sweetie. Yeah, it's Friday, one of those days. You're going to be on up next, and we shall determine from there on. All right, so what does he want to say to you? I have our King of Cups. I have self-care with our Six of Pentacles. I have challenges but perseverance. I also have an emerging of different kind of ideas that are coming on through. So this is what I will say for you. He has a lot of inner conflict at this moment with our Five of Wands. I feel like he's trying to work through this inner conflict altogether. The inner conflict has nothing to do with you, but has to do with his life in general. So finances, career, all those things. So he has a lot of his own little issues that are over here. And I feel like that kind of blocks him or creates him some problems sometimes to be closer, to be more open towards you. Sometimes he kind of feels like it's a little bit one-sided, like he's not giving you enough that you actually deserve. That being said, he knows that he does bring on in, you know, some delays and everything of the such, but he wants you to always remember that he is not going to let you go, and he is always going to persevere through everything to be able to be with you. Oh, my dear Juanson. So, altogether, Love Shine, a good reading, sweetie. And Juanson, here we go. Good for you for taking a personal week off for yourself, sweetie. So you did have a good day all together. All right, hold on. So we're gonna start off with the general and the love, and then we're gonna go here. All right, here we go, sweetie. We're going to start this off with the love and general. Does that mean him and the wife are going to put in the work this week together? I'm actually saying, Love Shine, that the wife wants to put more time into the relationship. She wants to try to work more into the relationship, not just this week. Generally speaking, she feels like they don't exchange, they don't talk enough like they used to. and she feels like there are more friends than anything else. So I kind of feel like she wants to try to put some time into that, to make some modifications. I know that's not necessarily into a good thing for you, but it is what I'm seeing into the energy. Yeah. I see you did something different, Larson. I had to reread it. I'm like, what did she do? Did she ask that? Okay, I'm not looking into the chat at this moment. I'm into Juanson's email, so if I'm not responding, that's why. And yes, Juanson, you can declare that we are closed for tonight, sweetie. Yeah, it's going to be a short one tonight. We're going to go and relax. That's what we're going to do. So here we go. What was I going to? That's it. What was I going to do? Seriously. Here we go. So, and good for you. A week. I like it. A week off. Now, I need to look at the holiday. I need to look at the holiday schedule too. I'm going to write this down. I need to do way too much stuff. I do. I'm putting off things. I'm procrastinating. All right. So. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Also do have over here Five of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like your love energy altogether, I do feel like it is shifting. And I believe that it is into a nice way, a beautiful way. I feel like there's healing. I feel like there's confidence. I feel like there's that nice little soft glow around you. I feel like you're moving out of an old pattern and you're going to be attracting somebody who is more emotionally mature, more consistent, and really just kind of ready for that real bond altogether. So I'm going to say continue to be open, sweetie. Into your general reading, I feel like you're entering more of a phase where things are going to start aligning for you. Clarity, opportunities, inner strength. So a lot of improvements and stability. I feel like you're guided to trust your intuition more, to set those boundaries confidently, and really just to keep on moving forward. So the choices that you make now are going to open up those doors for you into the next chapter. And the next chapter is not too far away. So whenever you're ready to start writing it, you just open up that new page, start writing onto it. Oh. If we move on forward to how is Elizabeth today? How is she? The King of Wands. I feel like she's calmer today. I feel like there's a nice low light energy around her. I feel like it looks like, she's steadier. She's a little bit more grounded. There's a sense of her feeling more balanced, not as stressed, kind of moving through her day with a little bit more peace. Now, as for her thoughts about you, she does think about you. There's that mix of curiosity, of comfort whenever you do cross her mind. You always bring that nice little warmth. You're always that beautiful, nice little thought into her heart. I feel like she would like you to know that she always did notice you, and she always does whenever, and to not give up. Not give up. Beautiful patience will bring you much. And I feel like she's actually, excited to see you again whenever that moment happens. Imagine all the stories she shall have to say to you. All the discussions she shall have. Angel message. Divine timing. Things are aligning behind the scenes. Don't rush, don't push. What is meant for you is being guided towards you. And heart chakra opening. Your heart is expanding, is becoming stronger, softer, and more magnetic. So love is moving towards you with much more clarity. Love messages. You have no idea how much your energy touches me. The connection is not just into your head. I feel it too. Your loyalty, your softness, your consistency. You need to know that love will always follow you. I know, sweet, right? You saw two hawks this morning into the parking lot. Aw. Love Sean, if you want to post your questions, since you're going to be the final reading. So, once in just one moment, my love, we're going to go and answer Love Shine, and then, unless your questions are there, maybe they are. I don't know. Let me go see. All right, what's your last question, sweetie? I got you. Well, Emma and wife put in effort. I got it. Oh, wait, let me just put another timestamp. However, you're going to be at 17 minutes. I'm going to say to about 15 minutes. So, will Emma and wife put in the effort this weekend, and how will Em feel about it if so? Are they going to put, well, they have already, yes, there is movement over here with our hanged man. But these are things he's not going to tell you, all right? He's not going to tell you, oh, me and the wife, we're trying to put more time, more effort into the relationship to make it better. She wants it to be better. It's something that he's going to keep kind of secret because he doesn't want to have those fights. He doesn't want to have those battles, my love. So I'm basically going to say to you, yes, they are going to start to put the effort to try to do something or try to make things better. But to make things better doesn't mean that they're going to go and have socks or anything of the such. I don't see that. I just feel as though she wants to have a better connection. She wants to be able to talk about not just finances or, you know, the kids and stuff. She wants to talk about life and things like they used to. I feel like she feels like they lost that connection and she wants to try to get that. Yeah. Thank you, my dear Juanson, sweetie. So yeah. Well, like I just said, it's getting closer into the way of let's go have dinner together. Let's spend more time together throughout the day, not just I'm cleaning one room and you're cleaning the next. Let's talk about things a little bit more. Let's talk about things that are important to us, not necessarily just, oh, that vacation or the homework of this person or that game or the Christmas, you know, presents, just life in general. Talking more, collaborating more. She feels like they've grown into a certain distance, and I feel like she's trying to make that better. They're trying to make their relationship better. To make their relationship better, they have to communicate more. But they have to communicate more than just something onto a financial way. So they have to talk about all of that, right? Yeah. Alive while drinking coffee. Good evening, love. So yeah, hi Sean, sweetie. He's okay with it. He's okay with it. He needs to deal with it also. He's all right with it. He's all right with trying to make things into a more collaborative kind of a way. Like I said, into a more open kind of way where they kind of reconnect a little bit more. It doesn't mean that they're going to have socks. It doesn't mean that you're being cut out of it. It doesn't mean anything of the such. It just means that they're trying to get to a place where it makes more sense, where there's more togetherness than just two people living into the same house with children. That's what I feel like. And I know that doesn't sound good for you. I know it doesn't. But yeah, that is what they are doing. Again, it means nothing in regards to you. I know that you're worried about it, and I get it. I'd be worried about it too. But it's not about him thinking, oh my God, things are going to become better and then I'm going to leave Love Shine. No, you have nothing to do with it. You're not into the equation. You're there. He's holding on to you. He wants to be with you. She wants to try to make things better, more collaborative, more open, more than just roommates living underneath the same roof. So I feel like he's agreed to try to put some effort into that. So I feel like that's what they're going to be doing. How's that going to evolve? How long is it going to last? And everything of the such. We're going to have to peek into the cards and see every once in a while. Love messages. It's not all that lovey, but it's socky. I would do anything for you. I lie awake thinking about our future. What do you want from me exactly? I want you to know that you're my everything. So it's not, again, like I said, I know that you're going to stress about it. And I would say don't stress about it, but I know that you will. There's nothing much that we can do about it. It is what it is. She wants to try to work onto it. And he is going to try to help along the way. That being said, it doesn't mean he wants to leave you. You are so very beautiful. I want you to know that I'm always with you. I want you to know that you're my other half. I really want to be able to see you. Exactly, Love Shine. You have said exactly what I've been trying to say. She wants to make things better, and he is agreeing to do so. Why is he agreeing to do so? Because he doesn't have any plans on leaving her. He plans on keeping the relationship the way that it is and having you. So he wants you and her. And all the way up until now, there's nothing saying that he can't have her and you. And I don't think that he's ever told you that he would ever leave her to just be with you. I feel like she's always been there, and I feel like he's wanting to keep her there for family reasons and everything of the such. So I feel like onto that, he's been honest. Is he always honest about different little things? No, but onto that, he's been honest. She wants to try to work on things. For him to try to make his life at home better is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's more harmonious for him, more harmonious for the children. It's better for everybody. We could want and wish for the very worst onto his side over there, but I still don't feel like he would separate or he would leave her. So I feel like at this moment, you know, the connection is he stays with her, you stay with your hubby, and you guys stay within your loving connection. It's like you've got this love connection that is there, but will never necessarily be two people living together underneath the same house. It's always going to remain beautiful, deep love that you can't get with the other, but the only way to get it is to have it into this kind of way together. So you are his true love, but it's his only way of showing, and it's his only way of living it with you is like that. I don't know, Juanson. So that being said, my beautiful loves, we will end the reading for tonight, and we shall see each other Monday. So everybody have a beautiful weekend. Love Shine, I don't know if they'll get it back. It's too soon to say. All I can say is that they're working at this moment on trying to make things better. And like I said, he's not leaving you. So he still loves you and still wants to be with you. Ho Rushan. So good night, sweeties. Watson, I'm going to send you out the timestamps because I don't want to forget about them. And we'll see each other on Monday. Bye.